Welcome back to Sunrise, everyone. Well, while the U.S. is still battling the coronavirus pandemic, something else is brewing underneath the surface: the state of racism in the country. America has long grappled with its racist history, but unlike the 1850s or the 1950s and 60s, the 21st century was supposed to be all about progress. Many minorities say they still experience discrimination and racism, and these past few months have exposed that. So let's start with the coronavirus, which has killed 100,000 Americans since it reached the U.S. in January. Nearly 23% of those reported deaths are Black Americans, but Black people make up about 13% of the U.S. population. There isn't clear evidence yet to explain why the pandemic is disproportionately affecting people of color, but the CDC says underlying health conditions, income inequality, and lack of access to quality health care could make minorities more susceptible. And the recent death of George Floyd, a 46-year-old Minneapolis man, was caught on video, which has gone viral. It's also important to note that Floyd's death was not an isolated incident. This past month started off with outrage over the death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, who was gunned down by a former police officer in Georgia. Then it continued with the death of Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old EMT who died after police entered her home in Kentucky. And last night, protesters gathered in Louisville calling for the arrest of the officers involved in the case. 7 people at the protest were shot, although seemingly not by police. Floyd, Arbery, and Taylor are only a few of a long list of Black Americans who've been killed by current or former cops. And President Trump calling out those protesting on their deaths on this tweet, calling them thugs. Trump also tweeted that he spoke to Minnesota's governor and offered military support, saying, "When the looting starts, the shooting starts." So here's how the mayor of Minneapolis responded.
Weakness is refusing to take responsibility for your own actions. Weakness is pointing your finger at somebody else during a time of crisis. Donald Trump knows nothing about the strength of Minneapolis. We are strong as hell. Is this a difficult time period? Yes, but you better be damn sure that we're going to get through this.
Meanwhile, CNN correspondent Omar Jimenez was arrested by Minnesota State Patrol on live TV this morning. As you know, Omar Jimenez is a reporter of color, and here's a closer look.
Okay. Do you mind telling me why I'm under arrest, sir? Why am I under arrest, sir?
You've heard many of his reports on our shows, and Jimenez was reporting from the scene of protests in Minneapolis over the death of George Floyd when he was taken into police custody. During the live report, Jimenez fully cooperated with authorities and offered to move if he was standing in the area. Despite having press credentials, Jimenez, his producer, and photographer were all detained. Authorities declined to state on camera why the crew was arrested in the first place, and CNN had a white correspondent, Josh Campbell, reporting live from a block away, and he was not arrested. CNN's legal department calls it a clear violation of the 3 CNN employees' First Amendment rights. Since then, they have been released, but the network's lawyers were calling for their immediate release in the first place as well.